they've been trying to get me to tell this story for a long time, and since all the people that were part of it are long gone by now, there won't be anybody be offended. Uh, we used to hang around the airport shop a lot, and after we go flying, we'd come in and shoot the bull, and we get pretty good gang of guys going. And one day, this pilot came in. And he was a famous pilot, been a World War II pilot, and one of the best pilots that you'd want to be. And he said he was also his job was flying for a big company, the corporate pilot, and he was flying a Constellation, a big Connie, and he come in one day about Wednesday, probably was a few of us there. He said, I've got a Constellation out at the airport, and it's full of gas, and they're going to come and get it. You're going to come and the company's quit paying for it. They're going to come and get the airplane. He said it's a shame to let them have it full of gas. Said, the next Monday morning they're coming after it. And in the meantime, if we could get some guys all together, we could fly down to Mexico for the weekend and then come back in time for them to repossess it. So we did. We got a bunch. I wasn't in on this, but I know all about it. I want to put my innocence in first. And anyway, we get some guys, about 10 guys, and he got a couple, and we met out at the airport on Saturday morning, real early. And there was this big Constellation sitting there, and so we were all loaded up, ready to go, and it won't start. Battery's been dead for a long time, so. But he figured out he'd get the people there at the airport to give him a little boost on the engine that had the generator on it, and that would start the other 3 engines, and that's what happened. He got them all started, and then he took off and leveled off, and he told the FBO guy that was at the airport where we hung out. He told him to fly main seat, and the gas boy that worked there, he told him to fly co-pilot. And so they had it all lined out real good on flying along, just really thinking they were doing a big thing, flying a big Constellation. And so this pilot comes up to the cockpit and he said, we're going to feather some engines. And the pilot he had going there, he said, how many? He said, 3 of them. Oh God, he said, this thing won't fly on one engine. He said, I got a bet with a guy in the back, it'll fly on one engine. And I'll tell you guys what to do, and how to hold it, what speed to hold, and how much rudder to put in. See? And so he started feathering the engines, and when he got it down to one engine, he went back and got that guy and brought him up to the cabin and said, now look, 1, 2, and 3 are out, not running. It'll fly, and we're still flying. It'll fly on one engine. And so, to the delight of the pilot and the co-pilot he had there, the FBO and the gas boy, he started them all back up again. It was flying along pretty good. And he got down to Padre Island, and he looked down and says, what is that on Padre Island? And the co-pilot said, that's a hippie convention, and they're all camped down there, and it looked like it was about a mile long, with tents and fires going and everything, So he said, let me have this airplane. And the FBO got out of the seat and gave him the airplane. He went out over the Gulf, got down real low. He was almost making waves with the propeller. And when he got back to the shore, he lined up on that hippie convention and flew about 10 feet above their head with all 4 engines roaring as fast as it would go. and people in the airplane were looking at the tents and fires and pots and pans and clothes and everything flying behind the airplane, and so they went on down and landed at the border town. I won't say which one, you might know. Anyway, they all went over to Mexico and got drunk and everything what goes with it, you know. And so Sunday morning, a bunch of ragtag guys come tagging back to the airport one at a time. They all finally got back there, and they got in the airplane, and it wouldn't start. So, and nobody would fly the airplane anymore because they didn't trust him up a feather in the engines. And so he had to take off and fly. And he got up pretty good, and he saw them hippies got that camp all set up again. And so he went back out over the Gulf, and he got real low, and he came up the other way and tore up their everything. Everything was flying like, behind the airplane. So he got him twice. He came back to the airport they left from here, and the plane was repossessed Monday morning with less gas than it had in it before. And that's about the story.